people, Mr. Riddlesworth here. Hello, how are you? Lovely. I'm marvellous myself. How you guys doing? It's another little drivey vloggy for you beautiful people. First off, I want to talk about the Black Ops 3 beta. I know it's been over a few days now, and it was a lot of fun to play, but however, it was kind of difficult in some aspects because a lot of people have had the beta since it came out, and I only managed to download it and play it like on the second day, and a lot of people had managed to level up to like level 20 and above and have new specialists and all the cool weapons and stuff. So I felt a bit underprepared, but all in all it was a really fun experience. The only major problem I had with the beta was black hats. Black hats could turn your own score streaks against you, which I think is absolutely abortion. That is the worst idea they have ever used in a Call of Duty game. Hopefully they'll totally buff it so that it only works on your drones and stuff like that, like it used to before. Because not only have you got counter UAVs in the game, which you can call in, but if you had a black hat, you could turn somebody else's counter UAV on the opposite team against them, which, you know, that's a bit over the top, to be honest. It was really OP, and in a balanced game, it has no place, to be honest. It definitely needs removing. They need to buff it. Black hats used to be just, like I said, for drones. You could occasionally use them for UAVs, if I remember rightly, to destroy the UAV. It's been a while since I played a Black Ops. I've got Black Ops 2 for the PC on Steam, which is just as good as it was on the console, but it's a bit more difficult trying to use the keyboard and mouse. It's absolutely outrageously difficult. It's insane. But yeah, the black hat is the biggest problem I've got. And the second problem was designated spawn areas. They still use them, and it frustrates me so much because I got killed 10 times in a row by somebody that was just camping in one spot. I just kept popping up in the same spawn over and over again, and it was bang, 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 and I raged and I just quit the game. I was like, no, fuck that. I've had enough of that crap. They really need to sort out linear spawns. It's ridiculous. I've voiced my opinions on spawns before in games like that, games like Battlefield, Call of Duty. They all have the same set spawns, whereas with Battlefield they've tried varying it by having like 10 spawn places around the same area. But again, if somebody's camping in the right spot, it doesn't matter which one you pop up in, they can take you out. And obviously it all goes on the map as well. You know, however many enemy control certain points of the map, that'll stop you spawning in that area, and then it'll switch to another set of spawns. But again, it's set spawns. Somebody needs to develop an idea I came up with a long time ago on one of the broadcast podcasts that we did, and it was non-linear spawns, where obviously the whole map could be a spawn area for either side of the team, as long as the enemy team didn't have any line of sight of where you're going to spawn. And I think that would greatly benefit games like Call of Duty. It'd also increase the edge on the seatness of the game. If you know that an area of the map behind you is empty and that the enemy could spawn in it, you'd be a bit more wary of behind you as well as in front of you. Not only that, but if somebody's camping and they're racking up loads of points and calling in score streaks, it'll be quite easy to get to their position if they don't know where you're coming from. Whereas if they constantly know where you're coming from, you're screwed every single time. You are screwed. You've got no chance on catching up to them and getting them if you keep coming from the same side in the same area. So they need to do something about the spawns. I've said it about Advanced Warfare, I've said it about Battlefield. You know, set spawns are a thing of the past. It's okay starting the groups on opposite sides, but once the game is going, set spawns a serious problem. They really are. If I was into game design and coding, I'd come up with my own algorithm, but obviously I don't know anything about, you know, game coding and stuff. So for me, you know, I got the idea. I just need somebody to program it. But yeah, that's my main bugbear with the game so far. Apart from that, what was it called? Was free for the weekend, free to play. What's it called now? Bloody hell, I've totally forgotten. The thing where you get to play as a monster or the hunters. Evolve, there we go. Damn it, I always forget stuff when I'm driving. It's like, what am I going to talk about? I don't know, you should have made notes, dickhead. Stuck them on the windscreen. Post-it notes all over. Talk about this, talk about that. Big trackers. I just drove past 2 big trackers. And Evolve is utter bollocks. It's crap. I mean, it's okay if you get a party of friends together and you just want to, you know, kill each other over and over just for the laugh. But there is no longevity of that game. There isn't anything at all to keep you going back, you know? Apart from trying each map once, trying each soldier once, maybe get them up, try and level up their abilities a bit. Same with the monsters. But apart from that, there's nothing to it. It is absolute crap. It'd be more fun if you could have multiple monsters and a lot more levels, and maybe a mission behind why you're hunting them down. I know when you're playing as the monster, you've got to destroy their generators, and then that's it, you've won. But when you're them, it's just a case of hunt down the monster. It's like, why am I hunting down the monster? Why do I got to kill him? There is no story. There's nothing to grip you. It's not interested enough. It's utter crap. And I don't like games like that. I like games where you can go back over and over again, and it'll be a different experience every time you play it. But that's just me, you know. That's my thoughts on what games should be like. Obviously with Call of Duty, you've always got the single player. So, you know, if you get bored of multiplayer, you can do the single player campaign, which have always been gripping stuff for me. I mean, a couple of the storylines have ended similar, but I've always wanted to replay it, try and do it on a harder difficulty, or try and do a co-op mission with friends online, you know, things like that you can always keep going back for. You don't get that with Evolve. Evolve as a game is like a one-night stand. It really is. It's not a game that you can keep going back to if you want to really enjoy yourself. It's not a good go back to game at all. I'm just going to turn around. Okay, I'm a bit too far. I went the wrong way. I was supposed to be going to a place that I helped landscape with my old firm and my old team of mates that I used to have. And it's a nice, beautiful place. I took Miss Riddles there a couple of weeks ago when the weather was just as nice as this. And we got attacked by wasps. Yeah, lovely little wasps, bastards. I like bees. Bees are nice and friendly. They'll only sting you if it's absolutely necessary. If they're going to die anyway, they'll sting you. Whereas with wasps, they'll sting you just to be a bugger, to be honest. They'll land on you, and if you move, they'll go like, there you go. That's for moving. And be like, what? I didn't do anything, man. What are you doing? But yeah, I liked the initial like hour of Evolve. After that, I got bored as hell, and I've uninstalled it now off my Xbox One. So Evolve sucks. Like I said, they need to add more to it, and too many games are coming out with a multiplayer only aspect, and I really hate what the culture's becoming, especially the pre-order culture. The pre-order culture sucks. Deus Ex, the new one, has come out with a new pre-order. It's not new, it's a rehash. They've stole the idea of somebody else. Augment your pre-order, which basically means if so many hundreds of thousands of people pre-order the game, it'll unlock a tier of stuff that you'll be able to get with your pre-order code. The first one I think is new augments to use. The second one is something like new character skins. The third one is a mission. The fourth one is a new, I can't remember, but the final one is if so many hundreds of thousands of people pre-order the game, tier 5 lets you get the game 4 days early rather than waiting for it, which means that obviously by that point the game will be ready anyway. So what they're doing is purposefully chopping sections of the game out that should already be in there, either when you pre-order it or when it's out officially, and they're making you try and pre-order stuff. And this is what the pre-order culture has become now. You've basically got to pay for a product before you even get to try it, to sample it, you know. The whole try before you buy thing, or being able to review it, you know. Maybe a YouTuber would get it and then you'd watch their review because you trust the YouTuber's judgment, and then you buy the game on their judgment. That's what these big companies are trying to eliminate. They're trying to eliminate people being able to say things that'll change your opinion on the game before you buy it. And I'm a big Deus Ex fan. The first one obviously wasn't, graphics-wise, wasn't really top-notch. I mean, it was like PlayStation 1 graphics, but that was what the graphics were like at the time. Whereas now, it looks absolutely stunning. It looks really beautiful. But I want everything to be in the game when I buy it, you know? I want to be able to spend, you know, 60 quid on a game and have everything there. Instead, you've got to buy season passes for DLC, or you buy the DLC individually, which costs you even more. And a lot of the stuff should be included in the game. And £60 is a lot for a game. And most of my games now, I buy a digital download, so I don't have no packaging, I don't have no secondary value, as it's called. You know, I don't get to trade in the game once I'm bored of it, once I've had enough of it. You know, it's mine permanently forever. That's it. Digital downloads only. It's mine. I'm keeping it. I bought it. I can't swap it. So even if, you know, a friend comes around and says, "Oh, can I borrow your game? Can I borrow your game?" There's no, sorry. It's a digital download only. I have no disc. There's a lot of cyclists out today. It's because it's so bloody warm and lovely. Lovely! Right, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and chop bits out that aren't really important. So there might have been a couple of chops before this, there might be a couple of chops after. You never know. Woo! The magic of vlogs. But yeah, I really hate what the pre-order culture's become. I don't pre-order at all now. It's gotten to a point where even I think it's ridiculous. Even if I'm a fan of a series, I will not pre-order a game from that series. Like Fallout, I won't pre-order that. Even though I know that Bethesda don't do any usual cloak and dagger stuff. They don't say, "Oh, here's the game, yeah." And then you get into the game and then they start throwing stuff out and saying, "Oh yeah, spend this much money and get this that can help in the game," you know? With Bethesda, they work on DLCs after the game's release. Well, they usually do. I mean, they might change now. They might opt to do something different like all the other game studios, you know? They might decide to try and screw over the consumer. But all in all, you know, pre-ordering games now, for me, is kaput. Never again. The last one I pre-ordered was Advanced Warfare for the PC. I pre-ordered that just because, you know, of the supposed benefits and items that it give you in-game. When you actually play the game now, it's like they're just normal items. Anybody can unlock them. All they need to do is meet certain criteria, get advanced weapon drops, and that's it. They've got them. They've got exactly the same stuff that I've got. So what the hell was the point in pre-ordering? So you don't really get anything special for pre-ordering now, apart from a few in-game redundant items. I've decided to start naming them. Redundant items that don't really affect the gameplay, apart from Deus Ex, they're chopping a full mission out of the game for this augment your pre-order bollocks. And it is bollocks, it's all bollocks. I mean, if they want extra cash, then they should give you the equivalent of, you know? I mean, a lot of the DLCs are already made and completed before the game's released, but they decide to hold it back so they can charge a little bit extra, because if it's like day one release DLC, people will be like, nah man, I've just bought your game. I'm not going to pay for anything else. So they'll leave it out a bit, and they expect you to buy like a season pass, which is like another 40 quid in some places on some games. The minimum I've ever spent on a season pass was £20, and that was for a game that was for a few years old, which again, ridiculous. When a game's past its sell-by date, you know, and there's not that many people playing it anymore, the price should go down. But, you know, game developers want to squeeze every penny out of you nowadays, and it does obviously cost a lot of money to run the studios, to develop these games, to pay the people to code them, you know, artists, concept artists, sketchers, 3D modelers, you know, things like that do obviously cost money. But if you count up how many games sell from the cost of running a game studio for a year, they make a big profit, you know, they make enough to run the studios for the next couple of years, designing the next game, making the next game. But they don't just do one game and then another. They start one game, get halfway through, and then they have another team starting on another game, and it keeps rolling over like that. It's a good business practice really, because it makes sure that you've got enough money constantly to keep doing what you're doing. But you know, whoever decided that games should cost a minimum of £60 was a con artist in himself, to be honest. But again, there's a lot of game studios that don't give you value for your money, and that's what I want to see. I want to see games that are priced equivalent to how many gameplays are in, you know, how in depth it is. Obviously the gaming hours they've got to account for something. It's like if I get a game and it's like a 40-hour plus game, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I got my value for my money here, and you know, I'll play the hell out of it. I'll get my money out of it. Same with Grand Theft Auto. That wasn't 60 quid when I got it. It was something like £45. And GTA 5, especially with the multiplayer mode, has got so much replay value. It is unbelievable. I mean, you could just constantly play GTA 5 and learn every nook and cranny and every trick in the book, and it still wouldn't be a boring game. You'd still be able to go and play it again with your friends, do something different. I think somebody's missed a turn in here. Oopsie. But yeah, the games are getting really, really overpriced, and you're not getting your money's worth out of them. With the COD series, I say you do, because you always get the single player campaign and you always get a multiplayer, and that's what every game should offer, because that's what the world is teetering towards. Multiplayer stuff, but not just multiplayer stuff, single player stuff as well. It's like The Witcher. I've really enjoyed playing the first hour of that. I'm going to be starting to stream that soon. I just tried the first hour just to get used to it, see what it was like, and it absolutely looked beautiful. Right, even though I'm only running on one 4GB 760 at the minute, it still looks absolutely amazing. When it first came out, people complained about bugs and the game frame rate and stuff, but when I played it after it had been out a couple of weeks, it looks and plays absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's a very good game. I'm really looking forward to playing it. That's all I'm going to mention about games, because I'm talking forever. Games. I'm a gamer and a geek. I love it. My life, I had an interview the past Friday for a company, hoping to start there very soon. They have a very good pay, to be honest, a really good pay. I can't speak too much into detail what the company name is and stuff, because it's for a big firm who like to keep all in-house stuff very hush-hush. the worldwide, put it that way. But I'm really hoping to get this job, because if you guys know Handsome Diddy, my brother, he works for him as well. He doesn't actually get to spend much time at home at the minute, but the money's worth it, you know. And I want to provide for my family. I love streaming, obviously. I love talking to you guys. I love making these vlogs and stuff. But for the past like 2 years, I've wanted to be, you know, self-sufficient. I wanted to be self-employed. I wanted to be a gardener. I wanted to do YouTube videos, and I wanted to earn money for my family that way. But it didn't work out, you know. I worked hard at it, but it just didn't pay off. So now I'm going to get a regular job. I'm still going to keep streaming, because, you know, streaming has always been one of my favourite pastimes and my favourite hobbies. So I never even thought about wanting to earn money off Twitch, because I enjoy it that much. But it's like last night, Nova, he was saying how he really wanted some money because he wanted to donate to me and things like that, because he really enjoys what I do, and I don't ask for any donations, but I am absolutely deeply grateful every time one of you guys wants to donate to the channel to keep it going. There's all the donations that are put towards the channel always go to try and make it better and more fun for you guys. Recently I've been using donations to actually, you know, pay the electric bill to keep being able to stream, because running a gaming PC isn't cheap. It really isn't. Not one that uses an old beefy graphics card like mine. The power draw on the card is ridiculous. That's why I want a 960, because it's the equivalent of the 760, but it uses like 75% less power, and it's got more cores, more CUDA cores across the chip. So it runs better, and it takes less power to do so. And that's what I really want. I want to upgrade the system as well, but I'm gonna start upgrading it when I get this job, if I get this job. You know, the contaminant go bollocks and found somebody else. You know, try not to plan too far ahead in the future, because something always pops up. Something always puts a log in your path, shall we say. So yeah, I'm just going to try and take it as it comes. But I do have plans for, if things go the way that I want, the steps I'm going to take. Also, when I start work, I'll be doing monthly giveaways on the channel. Not just milestone giveaways, but I want to do a regular monthly one of a game. And then the milestone ones, I'm thinking about giving away the PC hardware that I upgrade out to a lucky viewer. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that point in my life, because then it means that you guys are getting something back for being there, not just enjoying my company, enjoying the gameplay, but I want you guys to feel as though you mean something, and you do. You know, I want to show you guys that, and I can't do that without money. I also want to get a Riddlesworth jester hat designed and made, and give a few of those out. I think they would be absolutely amazing. I've seen a lot online, but the firms that make them, if you want custom ones doing, they are ridiculously overpriced. So, you know, it wouldn't be a thing that I could get made and then sell on the store, which I do have an online store at the minute, but it needs updating heavily with new artwork designs. Yeah, I'm going to get onto that very soon. But after that, I'm approaching the area where I'm going to be getting out, taking a seat. So I'll be back in a moment, guys. Oh dear. So I'm here. in beautiful Kirksmeaton. This is a beautiful place, and as I said, the weather is absolutely beating down on me right now. You probably can't see my face because the sun is so bright. But yeah, we're gonna go down here, take a little walk in the woods, in the trees. Look at that little church. Beautiful. It's an amazing place. But yeah, I'm gonna stick a few photos in this vlog of the land that we landscaped with my old firm. It was basically barren and weedy land when we got there, and we put a path in, some benches, some lovely flower beds and some fruit trees, things like that the residents would like to see. Fucking sun, bloody sun! It's making me just a silhouette. But yeah, this tree line's a bit shadier. Look, sheep. Meh. No, I don't think the sheep like the riddles. Not many people like the riddles. A lot of people think he's creepy and too happy. Oh dear, I mentioned that last night. Somebody joined the chat, and just as Killer was leaving, he said hi and bye, because I didn't think he was leaving. I thought he meant that they'd popped in and then left the channel again straight away. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess I was too creepy as well. And she was like, no, I'm not like that. No, don't judge me, don't judge me. I felt really bad. Felt like a bit of a twat. But yeah, last night's stream again was epic as always. I'm not going to be streaming tonight, guys, because I've got to be up early to be out and uptown in the morning. That bloody sun. Look at this. Eh? Going on a nature walk. I love it. I'm still going to wear my shades though, because I think I look cool as fuck. Yeah, don't follow me. Look at that, we've even got little streams. Beautiful streams, beautiful water. You see, England really is a beautiful place when we get a bit of sun. A lot of people don't like walking if there's no sun around. But, you know, I like to go on a drive when it's raining. Okay. Oh, look. Let's go and have a look at the side of this river bank. Oh, looks very nice. I think I might bring the gold pan up here and start sifting for some gold. You never know. We're in the Rocky Hills. Ish. You know, there's coal mines around, so there's usually gold around. What the bloody hell was that? It sounded like a monkey. I think it might have been a bird. Anyway, do you guys know what that tree's called? This one here? Sponsored by Monster. No, that's called a weeping willow. They are a pain in the ass if they grow on your grounds. Oh no, we're going to look to a lot of houses. Damn it. No, I don't like being around houses. People freak me out. They don't really. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for absolutely everything you've been doing. All the support and all the love you've been showing the channel. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely amazing. And these comedy game trailers, which the Ark one is still in development, by the way. It's been a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest. But I'm loving it. It is funny. I can't wait to get it 100% done, because they keep adding things to the game as I'm making the video. And some of the things I like, you know, I really want to get into the game. I'm like, oh yeah, I can use that in the video. So I'll take footage, I'll make something funny, and then, you know, I'll add it into the video, so that it keeps getting longer and longer. It's still only like 2.5 minutes long now, but it's getting bigger. Jesus Christ, is that rhubarb? Holy crap, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a big rhubarb bush right there. Bush. I don't know why I call it bush, because it's a clump. Duh. Landscape gardener fail. But yeah, once it's done, it will be out. I'm going to try not to add too much more to it. I've got footage of the dragon in there, which is the main thing that I wanted for towards the end. And I don't think I'm going to add too much more of the new stuff in. I think I might just edit and finish what I've got down now and get that up. and then if they finally add an end game to it, and you know, a lot more cool stuff, I might do a part 2. We'll have to see how it goes. But at the minute, I'm loving absolutely every part of Twitch, and you guys are absolutely amazing. As always, I've got to shout out the amazing Fuzzles, Bigfoot, Bono, and MC. Those guys are absolutely lovely to me. You know, they always say kind words. I do the same back, obviously, because that's what you should do. If somebody's nice to you, you should be nice to them. If somebody's a bugger to you, then, you know, let him have it. No, just because somebody else is a twat, don't mean you have to be. That's one of the rules I've started living by. You know, I've had a long, painful life, so it's made me stronger. But for now, that's all I've got to say. Thank you guys very much for watching. Much love.